Questioner. In the jñāni, the ego subsists in the pure form, and therefore it appears as something real. Am I right? Bhagavan. The appearance of the ego in any form, either in the jñāni or ajñāni, is itself an experience. But to the ajñāni, who is deluded into thinking that the waking state and the world are real, the ego also appears to be real. Since he sees the jñānis act like other individuals, he feels constrained to posit some notion of individuality with reference to the jñāni also. Questioner. How then does the aham-vṛtti, I thought, the sense of individuality, function in the jñāni? Bhagavan. It does not function in him at all. The jñāni's real nature is the heart itself, because he is one and identical with the undifferentiated, pure consciousness referred to by the Upanishads as the prajnāna, full consciousness. Prajnāna is truly Brahman, the Absolute, and there is no Brahman other than prajnāna.
Questioner. Does ajñāni have sankalpas, desires? Bhagavan. The main qualities of the ordinary mind are tamas and rajas, sloth and excitement. Hence, it is full of egoistic desires and weaknesses. But the jñāni's mind is Shuddha Sattva, pure harmony, and formless, functioning in the subtle Vijñānamaya Kosha, the sheath of knowledge, through which he keeps contact with the world. His desires are therefore also pure.
Questioner. I'm trying to understand the jñāni's point of view about the world. Is the world perceived after self-realization? Bhagavan. Why worry yourself about the world and what happens to it after self-realization? First, realize the self. What does it matter if the world is perceived or not? Do you gain anything to help you in your quest by the non-perception of the world during sleep? Conversely, what would you lose now by the perception of the world? It is quite immaterial to the jñāni or ajñāni if he perceives the world or not. It is seen by both, but their viewpoints differ.
Questioner. If the jñāni and the ajñāni perceive the world in like manner, where is the difference between them? Bhagavan. Seeing the world, the jñāni sees the self, which is the substratum of all that is seen. The ajñāni, whether he sees the world or not, is ignorant of his true being, the self. Take the instance of moving pictures on the screen in the cinema show. What is there in front of you before the play begins? Merely the screen. On that screen, you see the entire show, and for all appearance, the pictures are real. But go and try to take hold of them. What do you take hold of? Merely the screen on which the pictures appeared. After the play, when the pictures disappear, what remains? The screen again.
So with the self, that alone exists. The pictures come and go. If you hold on to the self, you will not be deceived by the appearance of the pictures, nor does it matter at all if the pictures appear or disappear. Ignoring the self, the ajñāni thinks the world is real, just as ignoring the screen, he sees merely the pictures, as if they existed apart from it. If one knows that without the seer there is nothing to be seen, just as there are no pictures without the screen, one is not deluded. The jñāni knows that the screen and the pictures are only the self. With the pictures, the self is in its manifest form. Without the pictures, it remains in the unmanifest form. To the jñāni, it is quite immaterial if the self is in the one form or the other. He is always the self. But the ajñāni, seeing the jñāni active, gets confounded.